Welcome back to The Artisan of Glimmers. In the last part, we continued with the puzzles of Rose Windows. Now we have a challenge ahead. Difficulty 5 to 6 puzzles are very challenging. They may require careful logic, advanced techniques, and lots of persistence. Early break-in steps may be difficult to spot. These puzzles are optional. Feel free to come back later if you get stuck. Got it. Rose Windows rule: each region contains exactly one of each symbol. There's 3 different symbols. So there's 3 regions in the grid. And on the barriers here, 2 regions must be different. On both sides, so. This is one region and this is another. Could be the same as this one, or it could be the 3rd region. There's a lot of short gaps here. Maybe it's... Oh, yeah, here. This region. If you only look at this part here, the red and blue need to connect to their green and purple flower. And to leave this region, there's only 3 gaps. One is here, 2nd here, and the 3rd here. But this is not actually useful, because it would need to go through both red dots, so these 2 blues need to weave through both of them. Meanwhile, they can't... Yeah, I can't assume that because this all can I? My thought was that it needs to take up red here, but this blue could take either one of these reds too. So only one of the... Yeah, it in fact must, because one of them must, because it can only reach one red here. This tile here needs to reach their symbol, so it needs to join to this region to get out of the gap. And now this barrier means it is in fact not this blue, but this yellow blue. This red here needs to leave through the yellow-blue region, so it's part of it. The corner can be isolated. I wonder, can this red be part of this region? This red will pick up either one of these yellows, so to connect to this region here, how could it do that? nothing obvious. Short. Here, this needs to connect up here, and this region needs to grow to at least here. Okay, back to these two yellows. One needs to go through this gap, and the other needs to go through this gap here. And no, wait, could it do this? Can it do this? Not sure yet. It needs to reach blue. This has blue, so this is the third region. You continue to grow. Where do you get your yellow from? You can't turn down here, or this region would be way too short. So it needs to go through here. No matter how it connects to this, it needs to go through this tail, because if it would go through them, then they would be alone and still need to join. Couldn't join here because of this barrier. This one needs to get to some symbol, so it's a different region from yellow. Needs to get out, so yellow can turn here. Oh, I just spot here. This is adjacent to the yellow and the third region, so it's part of the blue region. The yellow contains red. And oh, I lost my sword. Yeah, I thought about what this red dot for which region this red dot is, because it's not yellow, because it's different, and if it's blue, if blue connects here, how is this going to get to this dot without crossing a region? It can't. So this and this are part of the same. Which means this last red is the blue one. the purple region now connects to here, so this must also be part of the purple region because blue can't go there and it's not yellow. Same with the yellows here. This must be the purple yellow because the blue which connects to here yeah, not like this, but it connects to here, and now here's a barrier for this to reach both of these yellows. Back to here. If this blue red would take this yellow, it needs to go around like this and isolate the other yellow. So this is part of the blue region. Now this is not blue and purple can't reach, so yellow needs to come down here. And this is the last yellow is part of the yellow region. Here and needed to connect to here. Needs to come out here because it's a purple region would isolate them. So. And blue needs to join to, and it can't go through another purple. So now it picked up green. And the purple can't take this green, or it would also need to take up this square, and is on both sides of the same barrier. So this is the yellow green. This is the purple green. Oh, here's an. Here is this barrier exists. So this is yellow. And this is a purple one, which finishes the puzzle. No, I don't feel any for 6 yet. After the 5. There's another 5. Let's take the 3 instead. Okay, those windows, each region exactly 1. And this gives us suspicious because there's 2 reds on this side and 2 greens on this side, so both regions need to come through here. If these would connect, they both or green and purple would need to join, but they can't. So You're blue and you're yellow. Bei Beria Logic. The blue here, blue can't go to this border or it would cut these off, and the yellow can't go to this border and it would cut blue off. Blue goes around this border and yellow this border. Yellow contains a green and blue a red, and yellow has a blue. So this is blue and the missing yellow is in yellow. Do I feel I need to take on the second strike? How many puzzles left? 2? Okay, so I guess these are bonus puzzles that aren't in the count. Shaping? Z Tentomino and Z Pentomino. Let's start with the usual separation. You need to get out. You need to get out. And both shapes do a turn here. So you need to turn up, but you could turn in both directions. You can be the big one, or you would run into the other symbol, red symbol. So you're a small Z. Now you need to get out to at least here, and need to still pick up your dottage, which can only be this one. You need to get out, and this is the big Z fits in. You need to get out. This one here needs to take this spot, because otherwise it would do something like this and this is left over. This is our endpoint, so it also takes on this. Now here's a new. And that makes you turn here, which forces you to be a small one. You here need to go to a big one. This one takes this, because if it would take it like this would be forced into either a small s without a symbol or a big one, and this is left over. You take it out and can only be the small one. These are connected, or there's again the problem with the isolation. You need to turn here to fit in. The connection is also true for this corner. Otherwise it's otherwise it's left over. And it needs to take on this square to be a valid shape. Can't go there because of two symbols. You here need to get out of the corner and still pick up a symbol, so it needs to be this one. Oh, and that's it. Let's finish the window with the 6. Regret. And only rose windows. These subparts here, there's 3 different symbols in them, but only 3 different entry-exit points. Each of them needs to pick up their pair of symbols and then connect to the other symbols needed for the rose windows rule. You need to pick up your green, and it can't be this one because you would need to go through a second flower. So this is orange and the other is green. And orange still needs to pick up the flower. Blue must take this one because otherwise it would need to go around like to this square. Wait, it could also pick up this blue. This blue needs to reach a flower, and it can only be this one here. That flower needs to get out. So purple ones. Yeah, now yellow is pushed into orange. So here. Purple contains red. So green is purple. Needs to go around this dot. This dot needs to join yellow, and this will be disambiguated by the barrier. Then this orange will go either here or there, but either way it picks up this sphere, which means green can only go this way and blue only this way. To get the yellows, now green picked up their blue, so this is the orange blue. One and yellow to join. Orange and green already contain blue. Blue has yellow. This must be the green. And blue needs to connect to itself. These could join. Let's make this yellow. This one red. And this dark blue. But yellow and green could still be the same region because they don't share a symbol yet. This yellow needs a green and it can't go. So another region or one of the yellows. So blue is first pushed into the screen, so you need to go further. pushed into the screen. The screen is yellow. You still need your yellow too. And yellow can go through its own exit. Here on top there's 4 different exits. So maybe there's a reason that not all can join. Yeah, not all can join. Here, this region has a purple flower in it, and these red dots also have a purple flower in it. So, where do these get their red dots from? One could be this one, but 2 of them must be up on top here. But that alone is not good enough because they can still join to the blues. These yellows also need to. The yellow symbols are paired with blue here down here. So 1 blue can be this one and 2 other blues can be this one. On top here, but these 2 regions share the green symbol, so these 2 can't be the same, and thereby 4 different regions come out of there. Need to be careful now because not all of the red and blues are in pairs in this one. So this could be finished here. You take it out and you need to get out, so you run into this one. You have purple, green, red, blue, so you still need to get down to a yellow. Probably this one. Okay, so you are pushed downwards, which means the green now is forced to get down to the yellow. You're still missing your red. Still missing red. Now you could be finished. Tempted to say they join and take the screen, but can't prove it yet. You're pushed into this yellow. Could be finished. So, not necessary. Okay, maybe it's time to think about if these two are this green. So, where do you get your green from? Can't be either of them because of the shade yellow. You also picked up a yellow, so you are out of the question. You are finished. So what about you? You cut in this region here, the red one. No matter how regions blue and green connect, the red region will never reach a purple flower or a green symbol. So, no matter how they would connect, they always cut off outright. How to mark this in the best way? This blows for the wall and that pushes this into here. The screen on top here has blue, red, yellow and green, so it's still missing. Orange the screen into this. You could be potentially finished now. Do you still need something? Red, green, purple, red, blue. Still, yellow is missing, so you need to get down. Is this okay? Yellow? You are now shut in, so you need to get up to reach your blue. But you can also just go through this red, so... Oh, you here. You here. You have red, purple, green and yellow, but are still lacking blue. So, you need to go first. And run into this blue. This now runs into this. You need to go to here, which fixes the barrier. The yellow goes to here, so this needs to join to the purple region. And you need to get up there for the blue. You lack blue, so you need to go further. You here have red? Have? You need blue and red. Do you have? Yeah, down there. Do you need blue? Yes. You need to get to this red. Both windows golden, but still 3 more puzzles here. Only rose windows. Four different regions by the tile count. Symbol count. This blue here needs to get out from here and can't go to the other blue. Just picked up red. And this is another region from both of them. This red here can go down to here, but then it runs into this dot, so it needs to leave to pick up blue, yellow and green. This needs to join to this one. Let's do the other way around for the colors. You run into this green and could now be finished. You need to get out because of the stun, so you go to at least here. Couldn't join here because of double blue and barrier logic. These two regions here could join, but do they need to do it? Yeah, because they need to do it because they both need to run into the square. You picked up green there, so this is a red green. And all of this must be the fourth region, because this one here can be red by the red can go here because of the barrier here, or here because of the green. Huh? Why didn't it auto finish? Oh, didn't draw this barrier. +1. Sven was in 3 different regions. So one of either these two need to connect somehow. Or these two connect. Because there's only 3 regions available, but 4 regions around the cross, so some of them need to connect here. Is there a problem with one of them? The blues here maybe. Plus. This one will go through the blue either way. So it cannot turn up like this and go through the top gap. And why couldn't it do this? Oh, because this red can then never get to a blue. So, yeah, that's always true. So, if these two are the same, they either need to go through this blue here and take on up to 2 blues, or go through these here and then this red can never reach a blue. So these are different and these are the same. So these need to connect, and they can't go to up here because then it needs to go through this square too, and the yellow here can't reach a blue. So they need to go connect to down here. So purple needed a red, and you need to connect to yourself. You need your blue, and you must be different from yellow, and purple is kissed in. So you're the yellow red, and all of the rest is taken up by blue. 4 regions this time. You need to get rid of your corners. You are different from that, and you are different from that. No, that's not necessarily true, because it could take this dot and then do something ridiculous like this. And you here need to go to there because you can't go through blue. Let's take a closer look if something like this is possible. Don't see anything wrong with it. What happens if purple goes through here? It would take on all of these 4, so this would be then purple. This would be yellow, because of the barrier no other can reach. And this must be a 3rd region, because it can be yellow or purple. Needs to go to this one and then to through this gap, but that's too much conjecture. So maybe let's make this one purple. What does happen then? Then yellow is pushed out here. And this region here would need to go through this one. It's different from this. And then also takes this gap, huh? That's independent of which reason this is. How peculiar. Let's take a closer look. This region here needs to reach a dottage, and it's not one of them. So it needs to come down through this gap here. Could be the same as blue. But to reach a dot, it needs to go through here. It couldn't be this one because of the barrier. Now, blue in fact does need to join, because otherwise where is blue going to get its symbol from? What if it doesn't take here? Then it needs to join here. But that's not possible because blue and red are certainly different and red would be isolated. So, but it's not true to say that red needs to join here, because it could also go through here and be the same as yellow. This is certainly blue, which makes this red, which now makes it impossible for this to be red by the barrier. So it's not red, and red does indeed run up here and is yellow. To not have blue a chance to get to a red dot. You're not blue. And blue still needs their dottage. And yellow needs their, still needs their symbol, so purple is blue. And +3, so any more secret puzzles? I'm sure I had +4 in my other save. There's the last one, behind the tree. Shaping, so a combination is the last one. Usual separation of the same symbols. Any more? Don't see any. You need to get out here. Can't take on both. This one here can't be a Y. What would run into a second blue, so this is a corner and needs to pick up a red, and the only one in reach is this one. This blue here needs to reach a red. Same with this blue. Can only get this red. Any more that have trouble reaching their partner? You here? Only in the range of this one? Yeah, because it was this. Could visualize it as a tilted square. of 3x3 with a symbol in the center. This blue here can only get to this red. This blue only to this one. That needs to turn here, rest of the blues. You need to get out and get your red. Same for you. You do a turn. Now force this in. You need to get out here. You need to get your red. Same for you. You need your blue. And you need your blue. So your corner. You push like this. You need to get down. And that was the last puzzle from the Throws Windows region. It is now at +4. For now, advise what the extra puzzles are. Probably the most difficult ones. Well, thanks for watching.